Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel iQOO. In today's video, I'll try to talk about the review of the iQOO 7 device after using more than 111 days. Yes friends, it's been more than 111 days of using this iQOO 7 device. Let's see, is the phone is actually number one in what kind of categories? That is what I'm going to exactly talk in this video. So this is going to be really special video friends. So it's been very long time using this device and it's my first iQOO phone, to be frank, yes. And I'll try to express in what are the situations I did like this phone and what are the things needed to be improved. That's what I'm going to exactly mention in this entire video. So don't forget to hit that likes and subscribe button also friends, in case if my playlist is really helpful for you to find which is the best phone, and definitely that will be really motivating me as well if you like the video and if you subscribe to my channel. So first let's talk about the processor in terms of the performance wise. So from starting to till now, what did I feel about the performance? That is what I'm going to exactly describe. Is it number one in the performance or not? The Snapdragon 870 may not be the number one, but this phone is actually really good for this kind of performance. Yes. So if you look at the Antutu benchmark scores from the beginning to till now, even long time as well, after so many updates and everything, but still the Antutu benchmark score was able to maintain that kind of 7 lakhs most of the time. As you can see, in the Snapdragon 870, when I compare with the MI Linux device, this was able to maintain exactly consistent performance throughout the time. That's another thing. Not only maintaining the scores, it also maintains the temperatures as well. Slightly low temperatures when compared with other Snapdragon 870 in the MI Linux device, little bit, not much, but just little bit. But this phone actually maintains high performance and maintains low temperatures. In the MI Linux device, what has happened is that with the recent updates, the performance decreased and the temperature is also not increasing much because performance is decreased. But in this phone, you won't feel like that. The performance is top notch from the starting to till now. As I said, this is only one segment. With closing my eyes, I can definitely give you number one in this category in terms of the performance segments. Yes, absolutely friends. So till now I did not have any kind of major issues regarding the RAM optimization or any kind of multitasking or app not customizing or anything. I did not have any kind of problem. Only with the Battlegrounds mobile game, obviously right now it's not supported with the 90 FPS. Maybe in the future with the 1.6 we may get the 90 FPS. Don't worry about that. I think so. So that's the thing friends, in the performance segments, obviously number one. So next, what about the display? So display segment may be, but not number one. I'll try to give you a couple of reasons why. So there are a few reasons, like the green tint issue is going on in the iQOO 7 device. That's also another thing, green tint problem. Not all the units, only few units are facing that kind of green tint. And when it comes to the colors and everything, it looks good, but not so great. After using Poco X3 Pro, seriously friends, I think Poco F3 GT, sorry, not X3 Pro, Poco F3 GT with the 10-bit color panel, I did feel a lot of really good colors in this phone, to be frank, yes. I did enjoy watching the Netflix and all those movie shows in this phone, obviously, because of the 10-bit color panel, but for this kind of iQOO 7 device, it's kind of good, but not as a number one. That is what I meant. So not only me friends, if you look at the Amazon ratings as well, few of the ratings will be on the bat and the display as well. So display is not that appealing for them. That's another thing. So depending on all the feedback and all the problems what we had with the display, that is reason still I'm not giving that number one point for the display segment. That's the one thing. So if you remove the green tint issue, maybe, but green tint issue still I'm having, so I cannot give the number one for that case. So next is the camera. Let's say in terms of the camera, is it number one or not? In some cases it's number one, in some cases, not in all the cases, only in few cases. I'll try to explain you. So in two cases, first is the stabilization. It's really number one in the video recording. That's good, no problem. Night mode is ultimate. Night mode, yes. Even it came very close, I mean equal and sometimes more than the OnePlus Nord 2 in terms of the night mode. So for the night mode shots, I can absolutely give the number one for this iQOO 7 device. I'm not talking about the main camera, I'm not talking about the front camera, nothing. I'm talking about only about night mode shots, and in terms of video stabilization also slightly better. But regarding the overall camera, I think it's kind of okay, but not so great. Even selfies also not bad in terms of the selfies, but it's kind of okay, I would say. So do not expect more from the selfies in this iQOO 7 device. It's kind of good, but overall the night mode shots and the video stabilization while recording, which is good. So 4K 60 FPS is also there, so you cannot record slow motion 960 FPS in this phone. That's also kind of drawback. So in the night mode, number one, in the stabilization also number one, but in another case not that much. So next regarding the battery and the charging, in which area it's number one? Of course in the charging segment it's really good. So in the beginning, my iQOO 7 took about close to the 40 minutes and sometimes 37 minutes as well. But later on with the updates, it got fixed. In the middle, I did get my phone charged completely within 27 minutes of time. I was really shocked, 27 minutes. But later on with the recent update, which is 1.72.12, the phone chargings again got increased, and now it's taking kind of close to 33 minutes and 34 minutes. Yes, but the one thing is that during that process the temperatures are not increasing. Before it used to increase up to 37 degrees, but right now while charging it's not increasing, it's maintaining very low temperatures. That's also another good thing which I can definitely appreciate. And next, regarding the battery backup, is it kind of number one or not? I would say kind of okay. It's not that great. Obviously 4400 mAh battery, which will get similar kind of results like Realme X1 Max and other smartphones. We cannot expect 8 hours of screen on time, something like that. Maybe 6 to 6.5 hours and slightly close to 7 hours of screen on time may be possible in this segment. But in the charging, number one segment. So charging and camera night mode and stabilization number one, and the performance is also number one. These are the areas which I'll definitely say out of confidence that it's really good. And next is a connectivity wise, not that okay, I would say. I'll try to explain you a couple of things. So first, regarding the 5G, there are not many 5G bands in this phone. I think only one 5G band in this moment in the iQOO 7 device. That's another thing. In the Wi-Fi connectivity, 2.4 gigahertz. There is no 300 Mbps of transfer link speed. It's only 144 Mbps of transfer link speed. That's also slightly a disadvantage in this phone. 2.4 gigahertz. Whereas in the Realme X1 Max, it has got the 300 Mbps of transmit link speed. OnePlus Nord 2 also has got 300 Mbps. Mi11X also has got 300 Mbps of transmit link speed. If you're having single band Wi-Fi router, this can be a problem. That's another thing. If you have high-speed internet connection, that's also another minus point. And 4G plus, it's kind of okay, I would say, friends. I did not have any kind of problems till now, but in the beginning I did have. If you remember my videos, the 4G plus in the iQOO 7 device I used to not get for the 1800 band. But after the update, my phone started to get the 4G plus. That's good. Yes, that's perfect. So I don't have any much complaints but for the 5G, yes, major. And for the Wi-Fi, little bit. Only few users will be facing these issues. That is reason, little bit. So in the connectivity wise, not a number one. So next, in the build quality. Build quality, of course, not number one because of lack of 3.5mm jack and not having that good stereo speaker setup. So the phone has got, don't get me wrong, the phone has got really good speakers, but not so great when compared with the Realme X1 Max and Mi11X device, OnePlus Nord 2, Poco F3 GT. They do sound better than this phone. Yes, to be frank, I did a lot of videos, you can definitely understand. I mean, just a little bit. Yes, that's the one thing I'm not giving the points. And next is not having 3.5mm jack, which Realme X1 Max has got. That's also lack of here. But what is good in this phone? What is number one? Haptic feedback. That's another best thing about this device. It's fantastic thing, friends. It's very strong, very, very strong. It feels like you are using, whenever you try to type on the keyboard, what type of feedback you get from the bottom, same feedback you get from the top as well. That's 4D haptic vibration. That is what it's called. It's actually behaving like 4D vibrations. Not only that, even while gaming also you can use those 4D haptic vibrations. As you can see, these are the games are supported. Call of Duty, right now I'm unable to play with some update. I'm not sure what is the problem, but other games are working. So haptic feedbacks is number one when compared with the Realme X, not those phones, any phone in this segment. Obviously, I'm that much strong and confident in the 4D haptic feedback vibration. This is very good. I'm a big fan of using vibrations. That is the reason I did like. If you're not, you will definitely ignore that. That's another thing. Next, regarding the UI, it's not number one. Of course, it's not clean UI, and there are a lot of privacy issues and a lot of permissions. Whenever if you want even to access the global search as well, you need to accept all these kind of terms and conditions and everything. There's a lot of privacy issues is going on. That is reason UI is not that number one, but it's kind of really smooth and fluent, no problem apart from those privacy issues. And software updates wise also kind of okay, I would say. We'll try to make the software update maybe after 1 year, then we'll be able to understand. But right now, I did receive the August security patch, so there's not much complaints, and software updates are actually improving a lot in this phone. Yes. So one by one, with the software updates, we were able to access the Battlegrounds mobile game, all the features, 4D vibrations, voice changes, esports modes. That's fantastic improvement with the software updates. Whatever the users are asking, they're trying to update, but Battlegrounds mobile 90 FPS, still they did not do, so maybe the game developers need to do. And price, it's kind of 32,000. It's not a number one because you're getting Mi11X for a very cheap price. I mean, very low price. 27,000 somewhere around that if you look for the offers. So it's not a number one in the price segment as well, of course. So now let's recall everything. In the performance, number one. In the camera night mode and ultra stabilization, number one. Charging speed is number one. Haptic feedback is ultimate, number one in the iQOO 7 device. And what about others? That's it. Yeah, these are my favorite things about the iQOO 7 device, friends, after using more than 1 days with the iQOO 7 device. So these are the things which I did like, and let me know in the comment section below what are the things I did miss in this video. That will be really helpful. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, friends, because definitely this will motivate me to make more and more videos on this iQOO 7 device in the future. So very soon I'll be getting the Motorola Edge 20 as well. Very soon I'll try to receive, and after I get the Motorola Edge 20, I'll be able to make a lot of videos on that phone particularly. So let's wait for the phone, friends. And meanwhile, this is a complete review on the iQOO 7 device, and I did plan this video completely in the 111 second as well, everything. See you in the next video, friends. I'll stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.